we'll see what I see, or see what I see, see what I can do. Wait. But yeah, we'll see what I can, but yeah, we'll see what I see. We'll do what I do, and I'll take you with us. Me. Good morning, friends. I am currently in Nassau. We docked about 30 minutes ago or so. And I have an excursion this morning, so that's what I'm getting ready for. It's like the snorkeling thing that people do here in Nassau. This isn't my first excursion, but this is my first excursion like this, where I actually have to, meet up somewhere and get taken somewhere, that kind of thing. So it's a little, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to be doing something in Nassau. Last time I was here, I didn't really get to. We just kind of walked around and explored and whatever, which is fine. If your first time going to a place, that's perfectly fine. But anyway, yeah. So far so good. I stayed up pretty late last night. Tried to meet some friends. As a matter of fact, at the table last night, at my dinner table, the people sitting next to me recognized me from YouTube, and I was like, "Whoa, what?" And yeah, they also have a channel that they're starting called CME Traveling, and so they're going to be, I guess, vlogging this whole thing and putting it on the internet as well. So, it's pretty cool. That's the thing to do these days, I guess. And yeah, the very, very nice couple, sweet lady, and funny, charming gentleman. And they gave me a duck. Apparently, this is kind of like ducks and cruising are a thing, but they made their own, and they gave me one, which I thought was super nice. So yeah, I have about an hour until I need to, less than an hour, like probably 50 minutes till I need to meet up at the excursion start point thing. Yeah, so, Jeez, I need to wash my face this morning. Anyway, we'll go see what we can see and do what we can do. But we'll talk soon.
So at this point, I made sure I had everything I needed for the excursion, and I went up to the marketplace buffet for breakfast. I was actually feeling a little hungover because I went pretty hard the first day, and the only thing I could find that I knew I could stomach was mashed potatoes, so I ate a plate of those. I did attempt a dessert, but that just didn't work out. And while I was sitting there at my table by the window, I did notice that we were parked next to the Celebrity Edge. They have this cantilevered bar off the side of the ship, and just the color scheme and the way we were in proximity to it looked really cool. So I got some footage of that through a dirty window, and then I went to the Broadway Theater where the check-in for the excursions were. The night before, I was given this ticket, so I made sure I brought that with me, and they checked me in, and then I waited for my group to be called. After that, we were escorted by a member of the excursion staff out of the ship to where the catamaran was docked. They were very thorough in making sure that we were all in the right place and took careful records of where everybody was at. We also had to sign a waiver. But before I knew it, we were getting on to the catamaran. I was a little bit worried about being out on a bumpy boat in the middle of the ocean, especially with how I was feeling from the day before, but that ended up not being an issue, and I actually started to feel better as we got out into the open water. The crew on the boat, which consisted of a captain, a first mate, a lifeguard, and a bartender, were really, really personable and made sure that we knew exactly what was going on, and were just really chill overall. As we got to the snorkeling point, which was a good 45 minutes away from where the Meraviglia was docked, they issued all of the equipment that we needed, and they asked if anyone couldn't swim, and a couple of people raised their hands, so they got a special red flotation device, and the lifeguard made sure to keep an extra eye on them. So that's something to know if you're not that good of a swimmer. They do have extra resources for you, and they make sure that everyone stays very, very safe. I only stayed in the water for about 30 minutes of the hour that we were allotted, and then it was time for us to get back to the ship. And honestly, with transit time, the time for the briefing, the issuing of the supplies, and of course the actual snorkeling, it took almost 4 hours to complete the whole thing, and I didn't really have time to go into Nassau. But that didn't matter because I actually made a huge mistake when I was packing up my stuff. I didn't bring a form of payment of any kind. I was just so used to using my SeaPass card that I completely forgot that I would need that in Nassau. And that kind of scared me a little bit, but luckily Luckily, it was a non-issue in the end, but for your sake, please don't do what I did. Make sure you have some way to pay for things, just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, for example, they had a little bar on my boat and I wasn't able to buy any drinks. I didn't actually want any because I was still feeling a little meh, but had circumstances been different, I would have been pretty bummed that I wasn't able to try their special punch or the secret rum drink that they served you inside of an actual coconut.
Hi, friends. I just got back from the snorkeling excursion. That was actually a lot of fun. I was a little bit worried, since I'm a solo traveler, if I would have a hard time, finding people to talk to and that sort of thing. That wasn't an issue. The people on that excursion were very friendly, very personable, very approachable, and we all had a good time. One thing I will say, though, is that water was cold. Oh my gosh, it was so cold. I could only stay out there for about 30 minutes and then got back on the ship and dried off and turned in all my stuff and just watched everybody else. I wasn't the only one. There were, everybody thought the water was cold, but there were some, like me, that only spent a few minutes out there. Lots of fun. I will definitely do it again. I think it's worth, the investment that I paid. It was one of the cheaper of the excursion options for Nassau, so, I feel like there's good value for your money there. And it would probably have been a little bit more fun if I was with someone, it's definitely a group kind of thing, but also it's nice because you can go down in the water and kind of swim off on your own and just, snorkel and look at the cool fish. And there were tons of fish. They were literally right up against you. All them little sergeant major fish, and others, of course. But yeah, so I definitely liked it. I had a good time. Can recommend. I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I have about an hour or so until dinner. I am starving. I haven't eaten anything today. I woke up with not a lot of time to spare this morning, and I wasn't really that hungry. So you saw my little plate of mashed potatoes earlier. That's all I had. So I'm definitely looking forward to dinner, but we'll talk soon. Well, hello there, friends. I am all dressed up for dinner. Well, just jeans and a polo kind of thing. Nothing fancy or formal about tonight's dinner at all. I think the gala night is tomorrow. It's usually the second night, or the second, full day or whatever they have the gala night. I hope it's not tonight. But no, nobody said anything, so I'm assuming that we are good with just, the usual. And, MSC is pretty laid back in their like dress codes and requirements and stuff anyway, so I'm sure I'd be fine. But yeah, I'm hungry. I'm ready for some food. It's a little bit early. I have about 15 minutes till I can head over there, but I'm ready. Bring me all the food and put it all in my belly. But yeah, we'll talk soon.
After dinner, I went to the Broadway Theater, where they were having a theater show called Meraviglioso or More. I had missed the show the first night, so I made it a point to make sure that I was able to go the second night. There, I saw Sarah, the cruise director, and she right away recognized me from September, which, gave me some warm and fuzzies. And then I took some absolutely awful photos of the show, which I shouldn't even put in here, but I guess I have to give you something to look at. And then after that, it was back to the pub to close out the evening. I had a glass of wine with dinner, which was the first alcoholic drink I had all day, and then I actually felt pretty good after that, so I had a few more before cashing in early and heading back to my room for the night.
Hi, friends. So it is actually kind of early. I was gonna go out and do some stuff this evening, but I actually fell asleep for a few minutes and then woke up and was like, you know what? I'm gonna call it a night. So yeah, it's just a little after 10 right now. which I think is a pretty normal time to go to bed, but not for me on a cruise ship, but whatever. I'm a little wiped out from the excursion earlier, and so I'm going to spend the evening resting and getting ready for tomorrow. We'll be in Ocean Key tomorrow, so yeah, that, last time we were in Ocean Key, I was actually a little bit hungover, so it'll be good that I'll be fresher this time and, less in pain, if you will. So yeah, I'm gonna explore the island, see what I can see, take some time and actually, do some stuff in Ocean Key. We have all kinds of stuff planned today there and a few activities on the ship as well, so. But yeah, we'll see what I see and do what I do, and you'll come too. But until then, we'll talk soon, and you all have a good night.